welcome back with me at Pinnacle Drilling. Today I'm working on a SAVER sub that has a, what do we got here? We got 4.5 remit box thread, and we have a 4.5 remit pin thread. It sounds like ham, remit and ham. Yeah, that's what that's all about. Anyways, to make this part, I have a bunch of tools in here. I got a 433 CNMG, I got a VBMT 332, I got a VBMT 331. It's got a bit of a tipped head because we got a beveled shoulder on one of the sides. I got a grooving tool. There's a groove on the inside of the box thread, probably for an O-ring is what I'm assuming. I got my big CNMG 432 roughing for the bore. I got the 1.5" Sandvik right here, DCMT 332. That's going to finish the ID. And I have a 1.5" Sandvik D-Vibe bar. It's got a 94 thou grooving insert on there. That's going to create our thread for the box thread today. And last but not least, tool 12. I got a 1/8 grooving insert for the external pins that we're going to create today on the second side. So in Akuma, they got a wonderful programming system called IGF. I've created all my tool paths in here between facing, roughing, boring, finishing the OD, rough and finishing the grooves, and this is the thread can cycles to create everything. Once you create everything, you actually have this sweet little function. You can process test this, and it brings everything up, and you can watch your whole entire tool path. It helps with efficiency. You can see where your cutting is. It helps with notifying if there's any crashes. It also helps you with identifying whether your depth of cuts are doing what they're supposed to, that it's not cutting a little less or a little too much, like making sure that you're breaking your chip when you're machining. There's that little groove. And I can also eliminate all the blue machining lines, and I can clear that away and have a better idea of what I'm doing. So right here is the threading. It's going to continue for quite a while because I got 3 threading can cycles in there to thread profile the flanks of this box thread. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of stop it because we will be here for a few moments. So you can reset and you can get out of there, kind of thing. Let's rip. So right now I'm going to go into my rough facing. We're ripping it. A small little facing cut. Okay, there we go. Second pass of the roughing. Awesome. Here's an M01. Check out everything. It's all good. All right, now we're going to go into rough turning. My cutting speed is 425. My depth of cut is 1/4 inch, and I'm running 16 thou per rev. I got about 10.5 inches of stick out of material here. So when I let it go into the material, I'm actually going to start it off with a little bit lower feed rate. Then once it gets a few inches in, well, not a few inches, few thou, I'm going to pick up that speed of feed per rev. Now we're ripping at 16 thou per rev. going for it. Okay, gonna go into rough boring now. Yep, there we go. Better double check that this thing can do 9.5 inches. Oh yeah. All right, this is at 450 cutting speed, 1/4 inch depth of cut, and we are running 16th out per rev as well. This whole overall length of this part is 15.5 inches, so I'm boring out quite a bit of it on the first go. Total of 9.5 inches worth. I think I might have said that already, but. There's that 9.5 right there. Now it's come back up. That's cutting the taper right now. It's roughing that out. There. Hard for you guys to see because it's full of coolant. Awesome. Spray it out for the finishing tool to come in. All right, here's our tool 8, the 1.5 Sandvik B-Vibe. And she's ripping. We're at 625 RPM. Cutting that tapered bore right now. This tapered bore has a 1 inch taper per foot. There's the bore. Just got finished there. I have a critical dimension of 3.510 plus 5 minus nothing. Take my here telescopic gauge, take that measurement. So as you can see here, right in the middle actually, right up bang on, 2.513. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right on there. Sweet. I don't like when it's on size. First try. Okay, tool 2. Let's go. Finish the OD in the face. Almost had a mess load of chatter on that OD. I caught it just in time. All right, now it's back up at full RPM. I had to slow it down 50% there just to get rid of that chatter. is a fully turned OD. 4.5 inches. You can see right here, it almost had chatter, but I saved it. I saved it. All right, now we're gonna thread. What we got here? Cool, we're gonna let her fly now. Sometimes the deal with chatter on threading is to loosen these bolts. And once it starts threading, you're able to kind of crank it open as that's going, which you don't want right there. Hold on, we will do it. And add a little bit of rubber. And going in there. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, plan B. Bigger depth of cut. Okay, we've got to retry this. Sometimes it takes a little bit to figure it out. Awesome, so that's the root cut right there. So next is to thread profile the left and right hand sides of the flanks, which are 30 degrees. 60-degree included angle. Alrighty, so we got a 4.5 remnant thread. You kind of see right around here, sort of. You see the groove that's behind that thread. It kind of looks like it all, but it's got a 15-degree bevel angle, 75 if you're looking from the right angle. The gauge goes in correctly, and tomorrow, well, I'm going to finish setting up with this later this evening in the next 30 minutes, and we're going to cut the same pin thread here, create the final part. So that's op 1 for today. This is a total of 2 hours of on this job for setup, programming, and running. So that's op 1.